What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing more of the Breaking Point 2 story mode in F1 23. Now in the previous episode we were playing as Devon Butler for the first time and we were driving in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Did pretty well, we got the win, so that was good. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you want to see more of the Breaking Point 2 story mode in F1 23 and just more Formula 1 content on this channel, then please consider subscribing. With all of that said, bye guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So we are now going to go to our next chapter, and that will be chapter 8 here at the Australian Grand Prix. So I think what's really cool about this is going to be yet again another race where we play as Devon Butler, as we're in his kind of home, like little base area, sleeping quarters area. So yeah, as we are now going to head to the race in Australia.
Here comes Butler, good pace here down the straight. Into the corner we go. That's a little too late, and he nearly goes off the track on the exit. And is that a lapse in concentration?
I think just a little bit of desperate driving there, Crofty. He's pushing way too hard. I mean, there's nobody else around him at this stage.
Okay, Devon, we're going to have to ease off from the brakes. Brakes don't feel right. Okay, we'll have a look at it, but you're going to see a drop-off in performance, I'm afraid. What? Why? We've asked you to take it easy on the last lap, but pushing has made the issue even worse, so we're just going to have to live with it for now. What are you talking about? Listen, just do what you can, please, Devon. Come on.
So yeah, that's pretty interesting. A brakes issue, as Devon Butler's saying, or is it a lack of concentration, as the team is saying? I'm siding towards a lack of concentration for Devon Butler, as we are driving around Australia here in Melbourne. Fantastic circuit, and we have two main objectives. Our main objective is to hold on to as many positions as we can, and we have a little bonus objective, and that is to finish ahead of our teammate Aiden Jackson, as we are now trying to chase down Lance Stroll in that Aston Martin. If you guys watched the Singapore Grand Prix last week, you might have seen the qualifying, that horrific crash involving Lance Stroll, where he just went headfirst into the barrier and his car spun around and got completely wrecked. You know, that crash, say 20 years ago, could have cost him his life. And I think we should be so grateful for the FIA for making all these safety adjustments over the years. Because if they haven't made the safety adjustments that they have, a lot of the drivers who have had pretty horrific crashes over the years could no longer be alive. And we just got to thank the FIA for their great job in making all these good safety. We're now going to get past Lance Stroll, and can we try and get past Esteban Ocon? Yes, we can. As we go down the corner, oh, we gone into the inside, and Esteban Ocon nearly making contact with us, but luckily that was just a close call. And as we go down the inside of Esteban Ocon, he makes contact with us, as we are now trying to overtake the British driver, my favourite driver, Lando Norris. Oh man, definitely, like, ever since 2019 when he joined, always was starting to become one of my favourite drivers. And ever since 2020, he's just become the driver who's just been my favourite on the grid. I just think his sense of humour, you know, his charm, and you know, he's always made Formula 1 quite a good thing to watch, and it's quite entertaining, you know, listening to him on interviews and stuff like that. But we are forgetting about all of that, and we've now got, as our job as Devon Butler is to overtake Lando Norris, and we're catching up to him right now, and we're going to try and overtake him, as we could possibly go around the inside, and that's not going to happen. But if we go around the outside here on the final corner, he's going to give us a bit of a squeeze. But round the outside of the final turn here in Australia, around the Melbourne circuit, we managed to get past Lando Norris with ease. Very good. overtake there. A bit of a squeeze on the final corner as we go through turn 1 here, down into turn 2. As we're going up to turn 3 here. Turn 3, as you can see over there, with all the gravel, there has been a couple of famous incidents that have happened there. For example, Esteban Gutierrez and Fernando Alonso, I know, have had a really big collision there. I think Gutierrez was in the Haas, and I think Alonso was in McLaren that time. 2016, I'm pretty sure. 2015, I don't know. Can't remember the perfect years of it, but I know it was such a horrendous crash there. Also, I know Michael Schumacher has had an issue there during qualifying where he had a horrendous crash. But let's stop talking about turn 3 incidents and focus on the race, as we are now trying to overtake the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. And yeah, he's about, oh, I was going to say he's far ahead of me, but he's right there. So I'm going to try and overtake him. He's also trying to fight Perez, so we might try and get 2 overtakes in a row round the long straight as we try and get past Lewis Hamilton. A bit of contact there. We're going to go round him. So we managed to get past Lewis Hamilton and also Sergio Perez as we're going down to turn 1 here. As we go around the corner here, go a bit wide there and a bit wide overall onto the grass around turn 2. And yeah, really not good there. But we still manage, and we are now in 4th place, which is pretty good at the moment. P4, not bad, as we're now having to chase down George Russell, the other Mercedes. If you guys saw in the previous episode, I had a bit of problems with George Russell. I went into the back of him. I also made contact with Lewis Hamilton in that previous video. And the last video was great. I definitely liked the Bahrain Grand Prix. Very chaotic start with Alex Albon. But overall, the Bahrain Grand Prix was definitely a really good episode, and I was definitely really enjoyed that race. As we managed to go around these corners, taking the corners better than we did in the opening cutscene. Yeah, overall, I think Devon Butler is struggling with a bit of lack of concentration. We saw that from the previous cutscene back in Chapter 7. You know, the end of Chapter 7, if you guys saw that. Aiden Jackson was trying to be kind and trying to resolve all the issues between them. Say, hey, you know, we've had a couple of years of not getting along. Let's try and, you know, be friends. And Devon Butler couldn't hear him because for some reason he was zoned out a lot. And he just basically decided to be just mean to Aiden Jackson, which I didn't think was that nice. I mean, Aiden was just trying to be nice to you, mate. I don't know why you got to be mean, but it was because he was zoned out. He couldn't hear Aiden's conversation. But I definitely think Devon Butler has got probably some issues going on, either with his dad and kind of with the team as a whole, because he's been dropping and lacking in performance. Seen that from Devon Butler, as we're still just trying to get past a lot of traffic now. We have to get past Alex Albon. That time he didn't collide with me in Bahrain. Previously he collided with me in Bahrain. This time I can easily get past him without him trying to attack me, as we're still on the hunt for Charles Leclerc now, he's 1 second ahead of me. I think he's coming up to us right now. So George Russell is now, he is in second. So George Russell and Charles Leclerc, obviously they overtake. Russell obviously overtake Leclerc, and we've now got to overtake Charles Leclerc in that Scarlet Ferrari. Really good driver Charles Leclerc is. As we're going to try and go around the outside, not going to work. Can we do the switch back and go around the inside? He blocks that off, but we managed to get past him. He goes wide, and that allows Devon Butler to get past Charles Leclerc, and we are now in P3 on the podium as we go down turn 1 here. Try not to go wide like we did last time. That is a perfect execution of that corner as we now try and hunt down George Russell in that Mercedes. Can't believe I nearly forgot his name for a moment. George Russell, really good driver. Obviously started in 2019 in Williams because he won the F2 Championship in 2018. Good driver George Russell is. Yeah, George Russell, great transition he did from Williams to Mercedes. because I think it was better for him and he was a very good driver, as we do manage to try and get past him. Not at that moment, but we will have an opportunity, probably in the next corner, to try and overtake him. He is driving in that silver Mercedes, as we do try and get past George Russell here, and we manage to get past him pretty easy as we go around the inside. Now we've got to chase down the two-time world champion Max Verstappen. Unfortunately not going to happen. He's like 5 seconds ahead of us around these final corners. Something that's not going to happen. He's totally unstoppable. Well, not if you watch the Singapore Grand Prix. He didn't even get on the podium and he didn't even win. That went to Carlos Sainz for Spain. Got that win for him as we go around the final corner here of this Australian Grand Prix, and Devon Butler crosses the line in second place. Really good here for Connor Sports Racing.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Look, this isn't the first time we've seen Devon Butler go rogue, but the question is, what are Connor Sport going to do about it?
Well, it's really hard. We've seen so many times before, Crofty, in the past, so hard to control your drivers. In a way, they're their own entity, but on the top of it, they're working for the team, and that's what you want. It's a very hard situation to manage.
Okay, why did that commentator kept saying, whoa, it's really hard, or so hard to control, or that is really hard? Like, I'm pretty sure that commentator is Hero Plays. Hero Plays always saying sus things in his live streams. So Hero Plays and the commentator, stop being sus, you normies.
Sorted out. I'm sure they'll be having words.
So it's all changed here in Australia, and as the Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
About what happened today, everyone would inevitably draw comparisons with Hungary last season when you said there was a comms issue.
Look, anything I say is going to be taken out of context. So I'd rather not fuel that kind of speculation. I'll debrief the team and we'll figure out how we can stop it happening.
I clicked
again.
that option a bit quickly there just to build a lot of
Devon,
tension.
you finished the race
I thought that'd be
with a
pretty cool.
compromised car today. What was that like for you?
Pick the bottom option. I think that's
I did
best.
what I could in the circumstances, but you know what? I really need a car that I can push without worrying that I'm going to break something. So if the team can't give me a car like that, what am I supposed
Now
to do?
slagging off the team.
Now, some have been saying that you do get preferential treatment because your father funds the team. What do you say to those allegations?
Oh, this is there's a bit some controversy. We're going to pick the bottom choice.
A team often needs to prioritize their best driver. It's no big deal.
Oh, Devon Butler
So how do
going
you
back
expect
to
Connor
his
Sport's
smug,
performance
arrogant
season
ways.
based on your performance so far?
Jeez, I'm loving this from Devon Butler. I think we're going to pick... I think we might pick the right-hand
They got
option.
me,
Yeah, we're going to
haven't
pick that.
they? So, yeah, I expect us to do pretty well. If they can sort out the car this time around, I'll get them all the points.
Some more slagging off the team from
great,
Devon
thank you.
Butler, and his ego starting to rise yet again. You love to see it from Devon Butler. That's just how he is. If you can't handle it, leave, you know. Oh, he's such an arrogant driver. I mean... So yeah, guys, that is where we're going to be ending Chapter 8 of this Breaking Point 2 story mode here in F1 23. I hope you guys are enjoying this story mode as much as I am. I'm loving it.
Could you take a look at this one?
I've got a quick announcement, and that is that I'm going to be playing the original Breaking Point story mode, which came out in F1 2021. One of my friends just gave me the game yesterday, so I'm definitely going to go and make a video on that story mode. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you want to see more Formula 1 content on my channel, then please consider subscribing to this channel, and that would really help me out a lot. But yeah, with all of that said, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next Formula 1 video. Bye.